right now. We are right on time. Hey, everybody. Heidi here. And I am excited because we have Richard from the UK. Is that correct?
That's the one, yeah, England.
Yes, I'm so excited. So, as you talk, I'm just going to mute myself. That way, there's no because I think there's a little weird noise coming back and forth. But, all of y'all coming on, please welcome Richard. Now, he is a part of the Paint Party Headquarters family, and I know we have a lot of women in the Paint Party Headquarters family, but we are so grateful. We do have a few men that joined us as well. So I just want you to share. I know we were talking numbers. Share kind of your claim to fame right now.
So we've been in this 13 months. In those 13 months, as of yesterday, we did our 91st paint party, which is absolutely amazing. And up to yesterday, we've had 845 bums in seats. So, yeah, over the moon with those numbers.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so 845, he calls them bums and seats. We call them butts and seats, but I love that. Bums and seats. So 845 bums and seats, as well as 91 paint parties in 13 months. And the reason I wanted to talk to Richard is because he has an interesting story, because he's not the only one teaching these parties. So can you tell us a little bit about what is happening, what's going on in the UK over there?
So paint parties are sort of relatively new. In the big cities, London, Birmingham, Manchester, yes, there's quite a few paint party companies, but out in the counties, nobody knows what a paint party was. So when I started in Essex 13 months ago, my first job, and I'm still doing that to this day, was actually teaching people what a paint party was, what a paint party is. And that's been quite a new thing. So it's been a snowball effect. We started very small. We started with paint parties of 2s and 3 people. I still get paint parties of 2s and 3s, but it has grown. It has morphed. Everybody that comes to a party tells somebody else, and it is a snowball effect. It is growing really well. So yeah, that was our biggest challenge, and continues to be our biggest challenge.
And I think that's what's interesting. Mimi, she's actually from the UK too, and she says she's interested in doing paint parties. So for all of y'all that are just jumping on, Richard is in the UK, and his biggest thing was actually teaching people what a paint party was, because it is relatively new. And so I love that so much, because to me, Richard, I don't know how you feel, but it just feels like open, endless opportunity, right?
Absolutely. It really is. There's so much to do. At the moment, we're still concentrating on canvas boards, because we sort of thought we'd start at the beginning. But actually, once we've got that following, once we're a couple of years old, there's so many things we could diversify into, which is really exciting.
It's so exciting. I remember, you probably saw the interview of me talking to Jackie, who is just up north. And she was one of the first people that started paint parties in the United States up in the northern areas. And then it just took off. She's had her business over 10 years and just took off like crazy. And so I totally sense that. And another cool thing about you is that you have other people teaching these paint parties as well as yourself. So would you say you are an artist?
I'm going to say yes.
Yay!
I knew you would like that. If you'd have asked me, I think you did ask me about 18 months ago when I first joined, following a spring ball. I think actually we did, where's it gone? I did Love Blooms with you 18 months ago.
Yes!
That's when I joined PPHQ.
Wow.
And I think you did ask a similar question. I was like, no, I'm not an artist. 18 months later, yes, I can lead paint parties. I'm comfortable. I'm confident leading paint parties. I'm still not very good at creating original art, but I don't need to be. I've got 3 artists that can do that. I've got everything you do. I've got another art membership that I subscribe to. So I've got plenty of art, but actually the presenting, the talking, the teaching people, it's step by step. Anybody can do it. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, and seriously, you take step-by-step instructions and you just print them out. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I have taught a paint party where I have not painted, like, at all. And that baffles people. They're like, wait, what? And I'm like, you don't always, a lot of times it's color blocking. And so you can legit, like, okay, you're going to put red here. Like, I don't physically need to tell you to put red here. I know there are some paintings that obviously take more time and a little bit more instruction, but you can start wherever you're at, which is what I love. So I am so proud of you, Richard, for calling yourself an artist now. Let us know in the comments if you're still in that nervous state of like, I can't call myself an artist yet, because I know a lot of us, if you're a crafter, you may think, oh, well, I'm really good at crafts, but I'm not an artist. Nope, nope, nope. And I think sometimes it kind of freaks people out. So, okay, so we've said your claim to fame. You've had 91 paint parties in 13 months in the UK, where people don't even know what a paint party is. Richard is enlightening all of them. And you have taught 845 bums in seats, which I'm very proud, because it's one thing to have a paint party. It's another thing to have prepaid painters. And what would say is one of maybe your biggest challenges that you have overcome through this?
Biggest challenge. It is that communication. It is telling people. It took me a long time. I think I asked in PPHQ very early on, right, I've got all these pages, because I did what you'd say don't do. I went ahead, I did my full bar, I got all excited, and I went and booked 5 venues. And you're like, no. And then I had terrible trouble getting people to those 5 venues. So that is absolutely the biggest challenge I had, getting people to book. I only do prepaid. I don't take walk-ins. I have to say my venues, I think it's probably an English thing to a point. Some of my venues will share a little bit on Facebook and whatnot, but they're not brilliant at it. I have to constantly sort of push them to share and advertise on my behalf. But it really was getting that message over, and I sort of revamped the website and put a video on, just telling people, this is what a paint party is, this is what you're going to expect, this is what you're going to walk in and get. So that really, really was the big challenge, and it still is now. So many people just sort of bypass it because they don't know what it is, or I'll send the magic script out to a venue and they'll come back to me and go, I don't want you to paint our pub. It's like, I wasn't going to paint your pub, it's okay.
Oh my gosh. So for all of y'all in the US, I know right now you were just taking a sigh of relief, because we really don't have to educate the public on what a paint party is. And here's Richard over here in the UK. Not only is he kicking butt and taking names and actually doing paint parties, but he's sending out messages to pubs, and they're thinking that he wants to come in and paint their walls because they don't understand what a paint party is. So if you feel like you have challenges and oh my gosh, if you're anywhere in America, we already know what paint parties are. But I think the coolest part about this paint party phenomenon going across the world is, I mean, you're at the forefront of that, Richard, and it's up to you to make it as big as you want, as long as you want to keep going at it. And another thing too, with marketing, you talked about your biggest challenge being, having to constantly, get them to show a video or post on your behalf. And y'all, if you have been watching me in the last 3 weeks, how many times have I talked about the fall ball? 5 million. I mean, I have not been on a video and not said those 2 words, fall ball. And so when you are sick and tired of talking about it, your customer is just now hearing it. So he has the extra challenge of having to educate them on what a paint party is. So just kudos to you. I'm loving it. So cool. What would you say, Richard, for anybody who is thinking about, I know we have Mimi here who is literally in the UK, like so excited, wanting to do paint parties and all of that. What would you say to somebody who is scared, who's like, I don't know about this. Can I do this? What would be your advice?
You've got to go for it. I think that art is a passion. We're all here because we all love art and we want to share art. And it's not easy, but you can learn it. You're not learning to be an artist. You're learning to present a tutorial. And you can all do that. We can all do that. I've done it. A year ago, I didn't want to lead paint parties. I wanted to be the events assistant that was running around, dishing out paint and chatting to all my painters. I didn't want to be at the front, but I've done it. I did the first one because one of my artists went sick. I survived. I learned how to get better. I've done 4 paint parties now in the last year out of those 91. And actually, the 3rd and the 4th one, I enjoyed. I'd got my confidence with it. I'd worked out what I was doing with it, and things go wrong, but you get round that. So I think for anybody that's sitting on the fence, dip your toe in the water, do the guinea pig party, get a few mates around on a Friday night, and teach them a painting. See how it goes. You will learn so much. I think that's the only way you can really find your feet with it. PPHQ is absolutely amazing. The information, the support, the motivation, the energy you get from it, that's kept me going. Absolutely kept me going over the last 13 months. Whenever I've got a problem, whenever I've got something that's not going right, somebody in that group will say something that just makes it all okay. It just sets me off in a new direction. So yeah.
That's so cool. I love that. I love your advice of just dip your toe in the water and just try it. And this is coming from somebody who didn't call himself an artist and now he is, who has had 91 paint parties and 4 of those he has taught. So he's actually hired artists to teach his paint parties. And so there's so many possibilities in this business. And I think when we only look at one possibility. I had somebody earlier go, "What's a porch slinger?" They thought I said porch slinger. And I was like, "No, a porch leaner. Like, that's a porch leaner. Like that welcome sign right there. I don't know how to point to it, but it's like some things people don't even understand what they are. And then we're educating them on top of, doing a business. So as you educate more people around the UK, oh my gosh, it's going to just be amazing to see that number of 91 go to 191 and then 291. And I cannot wait. I'm just going to be following your progress, Richard, to see how it goes, especially in the UK. And that would be so much fun. Oh my gosh. If I'm ever in the area, I'm going to come to one of your pub restaurants and check it out. That'd be so fun. Okay. So as we wrap up here, I just want to remind everybody, Paint Party Headquarters is officially open to the public. So we do this huge fall ball once a year. And that's what we have been, all this energy around, because we know this time of year, the next 3-4 months, you can make a year's salary. I always compare it to a teacher's salary in the next few months with your paint parties. We are in 4th quarter. And I don't know, does the UK have the same energy around the fall and Christmas holidays? Are y'all the same like we are, like all that excitement?
I'm just finding my feet with it. We started July last year. We sort of built up towards autumn and Christmas. We had a good autumn and Christmas, had a good January, February, and it died. And it's been not flat. We have cancelled parties over the summer, but not a huge quantity. But the numbers have definitely been lower. And just 2 weeks ago, ticket sales started coming in. The autumn paintings, the Halloween paintings, my Christmas ones aren't for sale yet. But yeah, all of a sudden, actually, it's quite obvious that it's all about quarter 4. It really is. So yeah, really excited.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, if you are thinking about doing a paint party business, there is no better time. And again, if saying the whole word paint party business is freaking you out, just say, I'm just going to teach one paint party, or I'm going to have a practice party, like a guinea pig party where I have a couple of friends over. So don't make it so overwhelming for yourself. You don't have to commit to a full business strategy. You can just try one. Like Richard said, dip your toe in the water and try one. And if you want some help, we would love to help you inside of Paint Party Headquarters. And the link should be in the description. You can grab the link. And right now you get 3 months free if you commit to a year. So we have a really great deal, because we know that a lot of times when people get started in this, it's fearful, it's scary, and we start to go, wait, and we doubt ourselves. Can we really do this? So I just want to say, Richard, how excited I am for you, and how cool. Like, I would, oh my gosh, love to be in a place that is just now learning about paint parties. Like, the opportunity of that just makes me so excited for you. So excited.
Absolutely. There's just so many opportunities.
Very cool. Okay, I'm going to throw a wild card question at you. What do you think your life's going to look like in about 5 years?
I'm working towards, I'm not hoping, it's going to happen. I'm working towards, I want to have 24 paint parties a month. I want to be out Monday to Thursday for 4 nights a week every week in public paint parties. I want 8 paint parties a month, be it private parties, family parties. I want this to be my full-time gig. I would like to be having more than 1 paint party a night. The ultimate aim would be to have 2 crews on the road and covering a wider area, which is why I brought in the artists. I wanted the business to be bigger than me. So this will be, in 5 years' time, my full-time gig. That's where we're going.
Oh my gosh. Can y'all hear that certainty? I love when somebody has a goal and a dream and they say it with certainty. That makes me so happy because you're a force to be reckoned with, and it's just a matter of time and you're going to have it happen. So very cool. Well, thank you so much, Richard, for being here. Where can people find you if they want to come to your paint parties? And this is going to be shown all over the place. So where can they find you if they want to come
So
see you?
we're on all the social media platforms under Express Yourself Paint Parties, and we're on the web www.expressyyourselfessex.co.uk.
Awesome. So if y'all want to go to one of his paint parties in a cool place, make sure you find out. And if you just want to know more about him, are you doing lives on your business page as well?
Not overly. I do a few little bits. I don't particularly paint live. I did just have a 2-hour birthday party when we were a year old, which was good fun. That was live on Facebook. I'm not really building an online following so much. I'm building the online Facebook presence, but not from an online paint party perspective.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so I do go live a little bit, but I don't do the 2 a week because, like I say, I'm not selling online.
Right. Well, and this is another and very great example of somebody who has a like direction. You want to do in-person parties, you want to build up your artists, you want to have so many per month. And I mean, right now, 91 parties in 13 months, and you're just over a year old. I mean, even my business is still I consider it a baby business. Like we are still baby businesses, and what can happen in just a short 13 months is so incredible. So congratulations on all your success. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, y'all have a great day. And if you want to sign up for Paint Party Headquarters, you can grab the link in the description. We'd love to help you.